Have you ever noticed that solving one problem means having to solve other problems you didn't know existed? For 2 years, I cried and complained about needing better cameras. Well, that problem is solved. But now I can't seem to process video the way I want to. It's a long, complicated story. It's either the software or my computer. Regardless, it's annoying. Being outdoors presents the same kind of issues. Making time to get outdoors isn't easy for everyone. For many people, going hiking or getting outdoors usually includes a mad dash for your favorite outdoor location because, let's face it, we're all very limited on time. And then when you can finally get outside, the weather doesn't always participate. Like today, it's windy, very windy. I'm on my way to High Top Mountain Summit via the Appalachian Trail. High Top is known for its panoramic views, but it's not as popular as other mountain hikes in Shenandoah National Park. Here, or close to here, Governor Alexander Spotswood and the Knights of the Golden Horseshoe expedition passed into the Shenandoah Valley for the first time. That was back on September 5th, 1716. I started this hike at High Top Mountain parking area on Skyline Drive, which reduces the hike to about 2.5 miles and 900 feet of elevation gain. It's dangerous hiking in the thick of the forest during high winds. I guess you could say that wind cleans the top of the trees during this time of year, and yes, it's spring, so there's the spreading of pollen, which always ends up in my nose. But I don't worry about the pollen as much as the large things that blow out of trees and end up on my head. I didn't know I was going to have to deal with this much wind, but more importantly, I wasn't planning on my blood sugar being insanely high. .376 is a great batting average, but a terrible blood sugar level. I realize that mentioning blood sugar in this video may cause anyone under the age of 25 to hit the home button in search of something more youthful. After all, talking blood sugar, well, that's old people talk. Believe it or not, we do have a few people under the age of 25 who watch our videos upon occasion. So before you wonderful treasured young people click away to Casey Neistat, Joe Rogan, or PewDiePie, or whoever, let me give you some important information. I'm 25 in this picture. No, not this one. That's my oldest daughter, Anna. I had just graduated from officer candidate school in the Army. I was in decent shape. What I didn't know way back then is that I was making decisions with my diet that messed me up on this hiking trip. I felt the same as young people feel today. YOLO! That's you only live once for those of you who are acronym challenged. So you might be eating what you want to right now and getting by with it. Even when you do gain some weight, maybe you go on a diet and lose it quickly and think, hey, it's all under control. But listen, it's not. Don't get me wrong, I solved a lot of temporary problems with food. Anxiety? No problem, have a hamburger. Stress? No problem, have a bowl of ice cream. Can't sleep? No problem, eat a bowl of cereal at 2 a.m. Yes, I get it, you're smarter than that. Diabetes isn't going to get you. You've got your diet all under control. You're not going to end up like me. But the habits you form in your youth, well, they tend to stay with you. And then your genetics have something to say, and a bad habit becomes a real problem.
Spontaneous trips are a lot of fun. The problem with a spontaneous trip is that, well, they're spontaneous, meaning there's not a lot of planning. YOLO! Which means you leave things at home because it wasn't a planned trip. And that's what this trip is, a spontaneous trip, unlike the disaster that I had going to the mountains the other day. Yeah. I guess the main problem with YOLO, you only live once, YOLO, is that it's true. You only live once, which means you really need to take care of yourself while you're here. I think making matters worse is that I YOLO'd all the wrong things. I mean, if you only live once, YOLO, maybe you should try planning, all those things. But yeah, I get it. Kids don't think that way. But one thing that you really need to be thinking about at any age is your health. And I've got to think about it a lot more, a whole lot more. YOLO! YOLO!
Are you filming that?
Yeah.
Really? It's chapstick.
What do you like about the beach?
That's not a good question. I'm not fond of the beach because I grew up on the beach. You can have the sticky salt water, you can have the sticky sand.
You what?
It rusts your vehicle. And I'll be right back over here, guys.
Thank you.
I have several favorite beaches because Jekyll would be for the nostalgia. Cocoa Beach would be because they have one of the best seafood restaurants there.
You know, we didn't say that when I was a young man. We didn't say YOLO. We didn't have that catchphrase. We had other phrases, I'm sure, that just as insane, but that's how most of us acted. You know, I'm a Christian, so I believe in the afterlife. I believe there's something after this, but you only have this life once. I didn't get to summit this mountain, High Top Mountain, because of my blood sugar level, 376. And I know what you're thinking. Why would we want to watch a video where you talk about your blood sugar? Because this was another one of those eye-opening moments, and if you've been a subscriber to my channel for a long time, you know I've had a lot of eye-opening moments across my lifetime. Again, the problem with YOLO, you only live once, is that it's true, and you're supposed to make it count. And I haven't done that all of my life. In fact, I'm paying for it right now. So yeah, blood sugar level 376. In fact, my blood sugar didn't go below 300 for like 3 days. And yet I was walking around functioning, just feeling like I had the flu or that other 2020 disease or something. I know I'm a diabetic, I get that part. I was diagnosed like 2 years ago. This was serious, this was scary. Now, luckily, I have some people in my life that train me well. Dr. Marcy's one of them. My mother's another one. These guys know how to talk about diabetes and know how to help people, and I've reached out to get help, and of course, it's lower now. But more than climbing mountains, I want to spend more time with my kids and my grandbaby that's due in July, and spend a lot more time with this young lady who is wonderful, who I love being with all the time. And I owe it to those people in my life, including Carolyn and my kids, and spend more time with them, quality time with them, instead of getting sick and not being able to. So I have to make adjustments in my lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I didn't get to climb this mountain, and it was an amazing mountain, and I'll have to try again. And I'm still working on getting all the numbers where they're supposed to be, but I'm having a really good start. The bottom line is that if you really want to live, YOLO probably isn't the best philosophy unless you're saying it to things like planning ahead and eating right, living right, and all that kind of stuff.
YOLO! Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Carol and I, well, we're on our way home. As you can tell, we got the interstate behind us, and it is very noisy and very loud. And you probably already know this, but it's never too soon to start checking your blood sugar regularly. Especially like if you're like 40, I would start looking into that right away. Maybe bakeries know you by name and social security number. Might be a good idea. Start checking your blood sugar. In fact, what Dr. Marcy told me is don't guess it, check it. And that's what I've been doing. I made several artistic choices in this video that was kind of out there. I hope it didn't put you out too bad, and I hope you'll click that like and subscribe button. My name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. Now, while you're here, go ahead and watch some of these other videos.